Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite show on the internet, Raw Law Unfiltered, with your favorite host, the DUI guy. Plus, today we are doing another live in the series. So, welcome, everybody. I hope that you are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Sorry for being just a tad bit late. I had another prior engagement that I had to take care of, and now I am all yours. So, boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to cover. This week has been so crazy, so much going on. For those of you who are new subscribers, welcome. Those of you who are old subscribers, welcome back. As some of you know, of course, I now do curated content every day. 6 p.m. is for the foreman. 6 p.m. every day is for the foreman. The idea behind it is to allow the user, you, to have the best possible experience on the platform as we can possibly make it. So the idea again is to allow the videos that I'm making, by the way, I'm trying to do more what's called evergreen content. Basically, I'm trying to make videos that are going to withstand the test of time. Because right now, for instance, with the Donald Trump trial, with the Karen Reed trial, all of those are not really evergreen videos. A lot of these videos are going to be, well, how should we put this? When the trials are over, no one is really going to revisit them unless they're like writing a story on them, or maybe they're writing an article, or maybe they just want to do some research. People, for posterity, they're not going to look at it. The beautiful thing about, oh, by the way, B Kings, it's good to see you too. I guess you saw me when I was in Dedham, Massachusetts. We will be coming back in 2 weeks, by the way. It's not over. And opening statements begin on Monday, so the fun is about to begin. No joke. We'll be back in 2 weeks. The idea behind the curated content and the videos that I'm making right now, from breaking apart as my business development director of business development, Logan, said, I'm carving it up like a Thanksgiving turkey, which is true. I'm literally taking one video and I have already turned it into like 8, and I'm still not done. By the time I am done, 1 hour video will turn into 15 mini series, 15 video mini series, totaling maybe about 2 hours. No, probably more than that. Maybe closer to 2.5 and 3 hours, actually, the more I think about it. Because one of the videos was like 20 minutes. There was another video, 20 minutes. One of them was like 18. Then there was a 14-minute, and there was a 9-minute video. That was like the shortest one. And I noticed you guys said that you don't like the short videos, so you want more DUI guys. So I'm trying, Your Honor. I'm trying. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy, but we will make it happen. So I'm making more shorts. I'm making more curated content. And the thing is, I want videos that will stand the test of time. Basically, the videos I'm making now are going to be relevant tomorrow, just as much as they're going to be relevant 6 months from now, and just as much 20, maybe even 100 years from now. That's the beauty of these videos. Because if I make like a video on the Karen Reed case, you guys love it and it skyrockets, in views. Or I haven't done any on the Donald Trump trial just yet, but I do want to hear some of your opinions about, all the stuff that's been going on there. And apparently there's an idea that this is a political trial, which I've been saying from day one, and I'm sure it's not a secret. It's not like you don't have to be a genius to figure that out, but apparently there is confirmation of that now. So we'll talk about that very briefly. But also, I tried, I know the civil rights lawyer, he had a video that went like almost 3 million views of that cop versus the 18-year-old girl who did absolutely nothing wrong and just yanked her out of the car. I was trying to jump on that train and mine flopped. Meanwhile, his succeeded. I think he probably just kind of milked the market for that video for everything it had. And that's okay. I'm not complaining. Sometimes you're late to the party. With What the Hales, I was early to the party. That's why I was able to grab a big piece of the pie. I shared it with my friends, Megan Fox, writer. I always say Megan Fox. No, not that one. The other one, everyone's like, oh, Megan Fox. Like, no. And by the way, I wouldn't want to be friends with her. I think she's dumber than a box of rocks. Megan Fox Writer is very intelligent, a talented journalist who actually does a lot of good things and a lot of good work for people. So shout out to you, Megan Fox, and shout out that umbrella guy, by the way. I've not been doing lives as much as I have. Some of these people they're doing lives like every day, every other day. My schedule now has changed, so only lives on Saturday. We're calling it Saturday Night Larry Live. So SNLL. That's the thing, right? Okay, so last we left them, the Karen Reed trial. They were picking the jury. Remember, we just got back from Massachusetts, Chandler and I, and it was like that Thursday. Then I had a jury trial Friday. I was second chairing my associate's trial, and he did fantastic. We actually just got the tape. Oh my God, I completely forgot about this. We just got the tape. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, this is so exciting. It should be in his folder, yeah? Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea what you're in for. This one, I'm also going to be breaking it up for you all. The jury trial was on 4/19. I'm still going to post it. I'm still going to post it as a whole. I'm going to post it in full, but then I'm going to add chapters to it, and we're going to do it exactly like I did this one, this past one that I'm going to do. Only this one is going to be the entire trial from beginning to end. Oh yeah, Raw Law every Saturday. Raw Law Unfiltered every Saturday. And every day there's going to be a brand new video, 6 p.m., no exceptions. Every day, 6 p.m. Remember, every day, 6 p.m., every Saturday, 6 p.m. live. So every day, Raw Law Unfiltered every day, just Raw Law Unfiltered live every Saturday, and only every Saturday, okay? So, and shorts, yeah, like 1 to 2 shorts a day. So keep up with that schedule. We're gonna keep up with that schedule for the foreseeable future. Now, at some point, so be on the lookout for this. I'm not saying it's gonna happen every day, but I do want, on top of the evergreen content, I do also want to add curated videos that are like of like current events. So let's say with the Karen Reed trial. So I would wake up, record a video at like 8 or 9 a.m. and then post it around, let's say, noon or 2 p.m. Eastern. And then after that happens, have my regular video at 6. So the 6 o'clock block will never go away. It's always going to be there. Like that, you can solidify, write it in stone, concrete, metal, onyx, whatever mineral or whatever you want to put it in, right? It's not going anywhere. The shorts are going to be somewhere during the day. And then on top of that, I may start adding curated current event content earlier. So like at noon, at 1, at 2, something like that. That one will be without a schedule. That one will be premiering whenever it's ready. Because I need a thumbnail, I need the video, and I need the content, right? So be on the lookout for that. And the shorts are not going anywhere, I promise. Actually, we're going to be cranking out more shorts. I'm going to be recording like 100 of them tonight, hopefully, if I have time. So I have been so focused on creating content. I know a lot of you have been like, oh, Larry, you need to look at this. Larry, you need to look at that. Larry, you need to look at this. I promise you, I read some of them, not all of them. And I don't have the time. So keep sending me stuff, but if I don't reply and if I don't do a video on it, that's just how it's going to be from now on. Because I'm too busy. I'm running 5 businesses. Somebody actually offered to rent out or possibly even buy my whole building. This is brand new. I literally spoke to them like a few hours ago. So that might be in the works. I don't know. We'll have to. That building is too big for us. I could eventually fill it up, but I don't know if they make me an offer I can't refuse. Maybe I'll sell it. That's the building where they wrote the Happy Birthday song. Still don't have a buyer for my practice. unfortunately. Those of you who may know, I'm selling my practice, and I'm only asking $15 million, so it's fairly cheap. It's on the cheaper end of things. It's not that expensive. I'm not asking no crazy, if you want the DUI guy, that's 100 million. But if you just want the practice, it's only $15 million. You could probably make that back in 5-6 years. It's really not that difficult. Like, it sounds like I'm joking or being sarcastic. I'm 100% not being sarcastic. It's really not. It's very reasonable. We have an excellent reputation. 202 reviews minus all the fake ones. It's a 4.9. I have like a bunch of Amber Heard stands that left me a 1-star review. They even admitted to it on Twitter, which, by the way, if you commit a crime, why would you admit to it on Twitter? I just don't understand it. It seems very ridiculous and silly to me, but whatever. They want to do it. That's on them. So without their 6 fake reviews, our firm has just about 200 reviews with a 4.9 average on Google. 4.9. Think about that. That's really difficult to achieve, especially over an 11-year period, to be able to maintain that. You're always going to have disgruntled clients, but like, it's tough. It's tough. Drew P. Gambino says, I'll give you 14 mil. We can talk. We can talk, buddy. Yeah, Chandler did tell me she chose my outfit for today. It's a long story, but yes, she did pick out this shirt. That's 100% fact. So yeah, so trying to sell the firm, now maybe selling the building even. I don't know. They said they wanted to rent out the whole building, and I said, sure. And then they were like, how about we buy it? And I'm like, sure. And Abby UK, thank you so much for joining on as a member. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, join as a member if you want. Everything is free except being a member. If you're on YouTube, I know there's like 200, 300 people watching us on YouTube and 300, 400 watching us on X. And then we have a couple on Facebook and several on Twitch. And this is going to continue growing. This is going to continue growing on a regular basis as people get used to the fact that Larry goes live on Saturday. You know what I mean? So Saturday is for the foreman. Saturday is for DUI guy. I keep saying it. Saturday night, Larry live. Good stuff. Okay, so Karen Reed. Some updates on the Karen Reed stuff. So apparently, I've been informed by the protesters that their appeal from the Superior Court, I call it District Court for them, it's Superior Court, to the Court of Appeals about the 200-foot buffer zone has been denied officially. That happened at 11 p.m. last night on a Friday. I don't know why they chose such a weird time to do that, but 11 p.m. it was denied, end of story. And now their next appeal by Mark Randazza would be to the United States Supreme Court. So the United States Supreme Court is going to be the one to decide if they, first of all, if they choose to appeal to it, and the Supreme Court doesn't even have to accept certiorari. The United States Supreme Court is one of the only courts, if not the only court, who can literally pick and choose which cases it's going to hear and which cases it's not going to hear. If it thinks that this is going to be a case that is going to affect the populace of the United States of America, of the people of the United States of America, well, then they'll hear it. And if not, then it. Oh, come on. Sorry, my camera is glitching a little bit. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so yeah, so that's been going on with the Karen Reed case. What else? There we go. All right. Maybe this will help my computer a little bit. Yes, today is Ugly Shirt Day. Today is, actually, it's a really cool shirt. Check this out. Isn't that cool? It looks really trippy. Like, you should be on acid looking at this shirt. Like, ooh, ooh. Anyway. All right. Would I appeal? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I would appeal. There's no reason not to, just to see what they say. And the Supreme Court does not have to accept. They don't have to accept. That's the misconception. They don't have to accept certiorari. But so that's where they're at. Jury selection has finally concluded. They're moving into a smaller courtroom, I understand, because some of the jurors would not have a vantage point. There was a whole issue about a juror saying that one of the other jurors was not truthful or something. I think it's all bullshit. Honestly, it's just they're because they're in the headlines, they're making a mountain out of a molehill. It was all stupid. I know Aiden had one of the jurors on their channel, the potential jurors that was struck, and on his channel. And there's this guy, he doesn't even deserve mentioning. We're just going to call him GSE or GES, whatever the fuck his name is. He's a tool. His mother is a tool. They're not worth mentioning for more than 5 seconds, but he's been causing a lot of upheaval. And I hear that his media badge has been revoked, which thank God. I'm very thankful for that because he doesn't deserve to be as part of the media. And he's just a very, very nasty human being. He's a stinker. We have a Hebrew word for that. He's a stinker. A stinker is a rat. Someone who, like, when they see something, they go and they go to the manager and go, I saw him take the sticker off the thing, you know, and he's just one of those people. Nobody likes him. And it's just terrible, terrible, terrible. But I hear he was accosted by some of the Massachusetts troopers when he was trying to harass Karen Reed yet again. And thank God he was accosted and handled and manhandled and dealt with. So that's good. So the Karen Reed case continues moving forward unabated. I understand with jury selection completed, obviously concluded. Very unique, by the way, the fact that they did their jury selection in secret. I mean, I've heard of like individual voir dire because it's a murder case. You want to be able to ask them questions individually, but we still don't know anything about whether or not what questions these jurors were answering. Like, it is the most Massachusetts, I thought, would pride itself on being one of the original, 13 colonies. I'm pretty sure was Massachusetts one of the original 13 colonies. I'm pretty sure it was. Yes, it was. So it's been around since literally the beginning. Literally the beginning. And now they're just like, oh, you have some rights? Yeah. Give us those. First Amendment, Schmirst Amendment. Who cares? We're the original colonies. We can do whatever we want. What? That's not how it works, buddy. So I don't know. Auntie Bev over there on the bench. I can't wait to go see her again, honestly. Talk to Kelly and Nate, who are Kelly is Karen's sister, whom we developed a relationship with, and Nate, who's Kelly's husband, Karen Reed's brother-in-law. Really cool dude. Can't wait to meet him again when we go there in a couple of weeks. So 2 more weeks, we're gonna be back in Massachusetts, and actually less than, maybe about 11 days or so. 11 days we'll be back in Massachusetts, and I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. You think my camera is now in acid mode? So we'll see. I really hope that opening statements go well the day after tomorrow. I understand Monday's opening statements. And people are saying my camera is what? Are you serious? Oh boy, hold on 1 second. Let me double check, make sure. Wow, it is really pixelated. What is going on? Hold on 1 second. Wow, it is really blurry. Why is it so blurry? No, it shouldn't. It looks completely fine on my end. But I can see that what you guys are talking about. Holy crap, it is bad. Oy. That's not good. At least like the way I look at it when I see it, it's perfect. But it was blurry the entire time. No, in the beginning it was fine, the first few minutes. And then like the first 10 minutes it was fine, the first 13 minutes it was fine. And then after that it started glitching. I see. I see, I see, I see. Let me try this. Give me 1 second, folks. I don't want you to have to suffer. Let's try this. Waiting for IV cam connection. Here we go. Now let's reconnect. Boom. Here we go. Now that should be good, hopefully. Hopefully that should be good. Hopefully that solves the problem. So where was I? Nope, nope. Worse. Oh dear mother of God, you're not kidding. What is going on? I don't know how to fix this. I've never had this problem before. Check. My internet is completely fine. And the voice is not in sync. Golly, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me try this. Because it was working fine before. All right, how about now? Are we good now? Please tell me we're good now. Yeah, looks good. Okay, perfect. All right. Now it's looking a lot less pixelated and a lot more. There we go. Yeah, I guess I had to like leave the studio. Thank you guys for that, for letting me know. Okay, so where were we? Karen Reed. Yeah, that one's going to be a doozy. I can't wait to talk to Nate and Kelly again and sit and watch the trial, because now the real stuff begins. So those of you who may be asking, like, at what point should I really tune in, DUI guy? Because it's going to be a bunch of hoorah and all that. You have to listen to the opening statement. So Monday is probably the most important day of the trial. I am probably going to go live. I'm probably going to stream the trial live on Monday morning from my channel, from right here. And the reason for that is, first of all, I have the time. And second of all, I think that this is going to be the most interesting part, because you're going to have the prosecution lay out their theory, because I can't wait to hear that. And more importantly, the defense are going to lay out their whole theory of the case. That's going to be even more interesting, because then we're finally going to get to hear the whole thing about, the third party defense and all of that good stuff. So that's where the juice is really going to be worth the squeeze. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're truly going to learn about how, where, when, and why John O'Keefe died. So I'm very excited about that. What time? I think it starts at 9:30, somewhere about there Eastern time. So I'm gonna try and dial in as quickly as I can. So that's gonna be next. That's the day after tomorrow. And then, of course, like I said, every day 6 p.m. new video, no exceptions. And yeah. All right. What else do we have on our list? The Donald Trump trial. Oh my God. Have you all been following this stuff? I have not. 10. Oh, people are saying 10 a.m. Thank you for that. 10 a.m. Okay, so I'll be streaming the Karen Reed trial at 10 a.m. Donald Trump trial. What has been going on with the Donald Trump trial? Has anybody been watching this stuff? Like, I'm being dead serious, because maybe even post the videos of the gator rides. Oh my God, I forgot about those. I forgot about those. I really did. But I don't know if I should post them on YouTube or not. There was a little girl that rode with us. It wasn't me, I swear. Nobody's watching the Donald Trump trial? Are you serious? Nobody cares? They can't open with a third-party defense? What? That's their fucking that's their freaking defense. I'm been learning to swear less. I don't know if y'all have caught that. That's their whole freaking defense. Okay, we're gonna skip the Donald Trump thing because I got nothing to say. I have no idea what's been going on. Oh, Frauded Wrangler, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. By the way, shout out in the chat if you got a gifted membership from Frauded Wrangler. We we have been putting little Chrissy in his corner where he belongs. I'm surprised that kid still has a channel. Of course, I'm referring to Chris Ryder for public safety. God, people who have referred his situation to me have been apologizing to me and like, Larry, I'm so sorry. I asked you to look into him. I didn't know he was a scam artist. And I'm just like, well, at least now you know. Everybody wins, you know? So for public safety has been... Oh, sorry. Nate is her brother. Kelly is Karen's cousin. I apologize. I'm terrible with all this. Good call. Good call. But yeah, so where was I? Karen Reed trial. I got distracted. Damn it, what was I talking about? Oh, for public safety. Yeah. Oh, he left me a Better Business Review report, which I reported to Better Business Bureau for being a fake report. Tell us about Trump. He's in trial. There's a trial going on. That's pretty much all I know. The one other thing, that's a lie. I know one other thing. It's that somebody filed that it's a political trial. And I was like, what took you so long? Let me go pull it up real quick. There it is. I'll show you guys. It's kind of interesting, actually, to be completely honest. This is kind of interesting. Check this out. It's really long. It's 300 pages. So obviously we're not going to be going through it in detail. But look at this. An anatomy of a political prosecution, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office's vendetta against President Donald J. Trump. And essentially, in here, they've been insinuating that the House Judiciary Committee released this report that accuses the Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg of pursuing a political prosecution against former President Donald Trump. I mean, this is pretty crazy. This is 2 days ago, April 25th, 2024. And basically, I imagine they came to the conclusion, somewhere in here is going to be the conclusion. Let's jump to it real quick. So it's actually not that long. It's like 30 pages plus a bunch of references. Let's see. I saw conclusion in here somewhere. I just want to go to the conclusion. There it is. Despite the refusal to answer questions, his book made one clear. From the start, the New York County District Attorney's investigation and later indictment of President Trump is a product of prosecutorial focus on one individual in search of a crime. Pomerantz, in his own words, confirms what Americans instinctively know. Pomerantz was a politically motivated prosecutor, there it is, who sought to use the immense resources available to him to charge President Trump under a novel legal theory and suspect evidence on which federal prosecutors refused to bring charges. Like Pomerantz, Bragg's actions showed that he too was a politically motivated prosecutor. During his campaign, Bragg bragged. That's kind of cute. Bragg bragged about suing Donald Trump several times. The district attorney of New York allowed political motivations and animus, to infect its prosecutorial discretion. As a result, the Danny now has a case that rests on questionable and untested legal grounds. The New York County District Attorney's indictment of President Trump opened a dangerous new possibility of politically motivated prosecutions or threatened prosecutions of political opponents, including presidents. This case establishes a dangerously low threshold for these investigations and prosecutions to commence. With this indictment, Bragg has opened the door for future prosecutions of a former president or a current candidate that would be widely perceived as politically motivated. Basically, they did it once, they're going to do it again. You know what I mean? They did it once, they're going to do it again. And that is absolutely no doubt in my mind that that's exactly how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. We have already seen other prosecutors have allowed Bragg's lead and pursued politically motivated investigations and indictments of President Trump. The fundamental mission of any prosecutor's office is to uphold the rule of law. And one of the hallmarks of this mission is to ensure that justice is blind and applied fairly and equally. Bragg's politically motivated indictment of President Trump threatens to destroy this notion of blind justice by using the criminal justice system to attack an individual he disagrees with politically and, in turn, eroding the confidence of the American people. Beautifully written. Absolutely beautifully written. So on point. I love it. Thank you, Jessica. And wow, member for 23 months, Star Sorcerer. Thank you for doing this today. Great to see you and everyone. XO. Love you too, Star Sorcerer. Thank you so much. So yeah, absolutely stand with Donald Trump on this one. He's going to be acquitted. Even if he's going to be convicted, none of it matters. At this point, none of it matters. He's going to be convicted. He's going to be acquitted. He's still going to run, and he's probably still going to win. I'm calling it right now. November 2024. What is that? 7 months from now? 6 months from now? 6 months and 1 week. He's going to win. Just watch. Just watch. Just wait. He's going to win. And by God, he should. Because who else is going to be running against him? Sleepy Joe? I think Sleepy Joe might die in the interim. No offense to him. I mean, it's not just that he's old. I don't have a problem with age. He is becoming senile. And I have a problem with a president who is going to continue for another 4 years and just like, are they just going to roll him out one day? Like, what's that movie? A Weekend at Bernie's, and he's just going to be like, yes, I am President Biden, and I am passing this law. Thank you very much. No further questions. All right. And they just wheel him out. I mean, come on. Come on. By the way, I'm getting tired of this fucking cat. Goodbye, Bruce. This dude has been annoying the crap out of me. He has a personal vendetta because I don't want to represent him, and he wants me to represent him. Okay? Go away. Anyway, so where were we? President Trump, I hope he wins. I wish him nothing but the best. I know a lot of people have opinions on him, and good opinions, bad opinions. It's all politically motivated. He's actually earned the right to be to lead this country once again. If nobody else is going to step up to the plate, and who's gonna run for the Republican seat? I don't know. I don't know who else could possibly run for the Republican seat. I mean, please put forward a candidate that I'm happy to like entertain for a minute. I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone who is going to be good. If you guys know someone, please let me know. The DA is not allowed to be called either for the trial of Karen Reed, I think is what you're referring to. Thank you, Charlie Lynn. Yeah. So, please put forth another for until then, Trump all the way. Trump 2024. If that hurts your feelings, then so be it. That's my opinion. I will run by it. I will stand by it till the day I die. Because there is nobody better to run this country than a Republican president at this juncture. We had 8 years of Clinton. That was terrible. We had 8 years of Obama. That was terrible. George Bush kind of brought us back a little bit. Biden set us back another 10 years, giving money to Iran. I mean, come on, folks. I hate to be political, but sometimes you have to. You know, you have to. It's an election year. I want the trash that the Democrats are doing to erode this country and to destroy this country. I want it gone. I want it fixed. And the only way to do that is to have a Republican at the helm. Period. The end. No questions. Sorry, not sorry. That's where I stand. And I will never apologize for it. Okay? You can't even read the... Yeah, what was that one? Hold on. He said, he was like, 4 more years. Pause for effect. And then everybody started chanting, 4 more years. And he's like, pause. Oh, it's hilarious. It's hysterical. Oh my God. I just can't believe every country in the world is laughing at us. They're laughing at us. Like, how are we supposed to maintain? Please tell me. How are we supposed to maintain? I feel so bad for America right now. We need someone, we need a Republican back at the helm to at least undo as much of the damage that the Democrats have done. I mean, look at college campuses, by the way. Have you seen all those pro-Palestinian rallies? Emory, NYU, Columbia, ACLU, I believe. Who else? Yale. Oh my God, Yale. Harvard. Harvard had a professor come in to talk about pro-Palestinian ideology and what the Jews need to do. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It was in the Crimson. Read the Harvard Crimson. I don't read the Harvard Crimson. I just came across this article because I was shocked. USC, exactly. Thank you. USC. Oh my God. Those rallies, they're not letting Jewish professors on campus. They're disabling Jewish professors' cards to get into campus. And the professors in Columbia, in solidarity with students, performing walkouts. Are you kidding me? I literally feel like I stepped off a train and I'm like, I'm in a different parallel universe right now. I am mortified what is happening to our country. Mortified. You know, if these students really want to fight for Hamas, because they're not fighting for Palestinians. I'm a Jew. I am pro-Palestinians. I am pro-Palestine. I have no problems with Palestinians. I haven't met a single Jew of my Jewish friends who has a problem with Palestine. None of us do. We want Hamas eradicated. So when these students are like pro-Palestine, it's like, we're on your side, bro. Like, what are you doing? Why are you asking for trouble with whomst? You really want to go to join the Hamas ranks or whatever? I guarantee you won't last more than 15 minutes. You will either be executed for being Christian, or you will die of natural causes because they don't have Starbucks and they don't have fruit smoothies. We have no problem with Palestine, folks. We have a problem with Hamas, the terrorist organization. Exactly, Emma Girl. The stupidity of the left is exhausting. They think that they're moving people forward. I've come to a very interesting conclusion I want to share with you all. For some of you, this is going to hurt. For others of you, you're going to be like, DUI guy is on point, okay? There's really only two parts of the human existence. There are the parts who want to propel the humanity forward and make it progressive, which is ironic because the left calls itself progressive, which again, it's a misnomer, it's a lie, it's a sham. So there's ones who want to progress humanity forward. That's the right. And then you have the left that wants to regress humanity and destroy everything. Take away rights, take away guns, take away freedoms. So, and those two forces clash, right? Those two forces clash. And when let's say humanity has been moving forward at an accelerated pace, Republicans are at the helm, the right is in control, everything has been going well. Sometimes the left kind of takes it and tries to pull it back as far as they can to like regress humanity. And then when they get too far, well, then the right kind of takes over again. And it's this constant balance. The right and the left, one pulling humanity forward, the right, and the left eroding rights and pulling humanity backwards. So if you're part of the left, you understand why it hurts, obviously. And if you're part of the right, you're like, DUI guy makes a good point. So Marxism, socialism, Black Lives Matter, Thin Blue Line, what else? Like they're all ideology of the left. No, what is it called? The red flag laws. DEI, diversity, inclusion, and equality, or whatever it is. The bullshit, basically Jim Crow, literally Jim Crow in disguise. All of that is all ideology of the left. It is destruction. It is taking away freedoms, taking away rights, destroying humanity, regressing and moving it backwards. And anytime you don't do what they say, notice how they never have an argument. The left, what do? They go in the corner and cry. How many times have you met a true diehard, through and through, crimson blood leftist who has their shit together? Show of hands. I can't raise mine because I haven't seen one of those. Show of hands, when was the last time you saw a crimson-blooded, red-blooded American that it has their shit together, has been achieving lots of things for this country, owns multiple properties, is really good and everything, and they're diehard leftist? They don't exist. They don't exist. The left they're usually, no offense to them, they're baristas at Starbucks with blue hair. Sorry, honey. I know she had blue hair at one point. They're baristas at Starbucks with blue hair who are crying about, they have Trump derangement syndrome. They call you a racist when you say things they don't like. They call you a sexist. They call you a misogynist. And then when you ask them, can you define misogyny for me? They start crying and they leave the room. Some of you may know the clip I'm referring to. So that's the reality. They do hate America, Femme Natal. Exactly. They hate America. That's why they're Marxist. Why? Because Marxism is the antithesis to democracy. It's the antithesis to capitalism. Everybody gets a piece because in capitalism, you have to work hard for your money. You have to have a job, a profession, an education. You have to spend money. You have to try hard. If you want to just sit on the couch and enjoy the fruits of your neighbor's labor, that's communism. That's perfect. You want to live in a commune, everybody makes the same amount of money. Trust me, my parents grew up in that world. It's not pretty. When a street sweeper makes the same salary as a neurosurgeon, think about that. A street sweeper and a neurosurgeon are equal in pay. Or a bank teller, or a lawyer, or a city council clerk, or court clerk, a waiter. There is zero incentive for higher education because you're not going to be, you're going to be helping society in so many more ways, but you're going to be paid the same. It sucks. It sucks. Go to Sweden. It sucks. Outrageous. California, exactly. $20 an hour in California is ending fast food. Interesting. So anyway, that's thank you, Denise Allard, for being a member for 21 months. And thank you, Matthew Kerr, for becoming a member. So yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. And again, I know a lot of you will disagree with me, and that's fine. I'm not asking you to agree. I'm just sharing with you what my thoughts are and what my beliefs are. For the longest time, I've been hiding my true thoughts because I knew that it would alienate people. I'll be honest with you. I was a pussy. That's right. You heard it coming from my lips. I was a freaking coward to share my political ideology with my audience because I feared that it would alienate some of you. I feared that I would lose subscribers. I feared that people wouldn't maybe would think things about me or whatever. Well, those days are gone. The cat's out of the bag and it's not going back in. I will not change my mind. I used to be a closeted Republican. Now I'm an open right-wing Republican. So there you have it, folks. Okay, so that's what I have to say about the Trump situation. So and now actually it's funny now that I said it and everything. First of all, everything is fine. Subscribers are still going up at an astronomical pace. We have gained more subscribers in this past week than we have ever had in such a span of time because of the curated content, the shorts, everything is working really well. And I'm absolutely fascinated with where this channel is headed. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it's really exciting times. It's really exciting stuff. I mean, at this pace, we're gonna hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the summer. Like, not even exaggerating. I might be the first law tuber to hit 1 million subs, which would be like, I mean, I'll be to the moon and back. And I'm very excited about that. And you guys are here for the ride, so welcome. So next, oh, my own jury trial. By the way, how many of you guys have seen the video of the most incompetent prosecutor that I posted? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Prosecutor was forced to apologize to the judge after getting wrecked. He got 21,000 views. How many in the chat right now have seen that video that I posted yesterday? I'm just curious here. You guys have to watch it. It is actually kind of disgusting. There was this one prosecutor who that's the same prosecutor I had a trial. One of the reasons, okay, I'll tell you guys a little secret. Don't tell anyone. So I had the hearing in February. I have 2 more in my back pocket. I'm gonna premiere them like today, tomorrow, Monday, that are in the same vein. I wasn't gonna premiere them because, you know, I was trying to get the prosecutor to save face. I didn't want to put him on blast. But the way I like to put this story is, so I had a jury trial on Thursday. This is what I want to talk about next. My jury trial on Thursday. I tried a case. It was a DUI case. We ended up winning, not guilty. Oh, we'll talk about that in just a minute, Femme Natal. I want to talk about that. About Melanie Little. I'll tell you in just a minute. So this guy, this freaking guy, in my last 10 trials, this is how I like to put it. In my last 10 jury trials, I had maybe, let's say collectively, roughly 35 objections, okay? Think about it. 10 jury trials over the span of like 2-3 years, right? How many years did it take me to get to 10 jury trials because, now I have an associate. He tries cases for me as well. So it's not always me first chairing, right? But even with me first chairing, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 2 years. About 2 years, okay? 2 years. In 2 years, I've had 10 jury trials and I've had to object maybe 35 times total. 35 times across 10 trials. What is that? An average of 3.5, 3.5 to 4 objections per trial, okay? On Thursday, I had 35 objections in one trial. Why is that? Because the prosecutor was the most unethical human being I have ever encountered in my profession. Shout out to you, Bill. He acted in some of the most shadiest, snakiest, most bizarre way I have ever seen in my entire life. The moment I knew he was asking his police officer, okay, there's a proper way to do things at jury trial. And let me tell you about it. Those of you who are lawyers will appreciate this even more. And even non-lawyers will appreciate this very thoroughly. Listen closely to what I'm about to say. So the police officer is on the witness stand. He's been on the witness stand for about 2.5 minutes. And the prosecutor asks him something along the lines of, and what conversation did you have with EMS? And I stand up, objection, hearsay, asking for hearsay. To which I thought Bill's response would be, oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Let me rephrase. He goes, no. This is a hearsay exception. I go, what hearsay exception? He goes, the definition of hearsay is any out-of-court statement that is being introduced for the truth of the matter asserted, right? That's the literal definition. Those of you who are lawyers will appreciate this, like I said, even more. He goes, no. This is not a hearsay. This is a hearsay exception. I'm not asking him for the statement to be introduced for the truth of the matter asserted. I go, you just asked him to say what conversation this officer had with another individual who's not here in court. And he's like, yes, but I'm not introducing it as a hearsay statement. I'm introducing it not for the truth of the matter asserted. Again, the judge sides with me. Okay. But he says, I'm going to give him some leeway. Go ahead. And I sit down and you could see I'm like a cat. I'm like standing there like this. I'm sitting at my chair. I'm ready to pounce because I know what's coming. And he asks the question a different way. He goes, okay, so tell us what happens next. And the police officer goes, well, I arrived at the scene and there was a wreck and I started working the wreck. And then I received a phone call from the EMS driver. And the EMS operator said, objection, hearsay. I jump out of my seat like cat-like reflexes. Pure 100% unadulterated hearsay. He's about to say what the person said on the phone. Hearsay. It's literally in the name. What he heard, he's about to say. Hearsay. The definition of hearsay. Again, Bill comes up to the prosecutor, to the judge, and without flinching goes, Your Honor, I think we need to be able to hear what he's about to say to determine whether it's hearsay or not. What? What? You are literally about to introduce inadmissible hearsay evidence into my trial, and you're claiming this is an exception? So-and-so told me. That's it. The definition of hearsay. You guys get it. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. And he started arguing with me in front of the judge. I'm not introducing it for the truth of the matter asserted. And the judge, God bless him, he's like, no, this is pure hearsay. This is clear hearsay. I'm going to deny it. And you could see the cop, he's just like, and then EMS told me, and then he hears me jump up with my objection. And he's like, I'm like, you guys are both dicks. So I'm really going to enjoy posting that trial. I can't wait to get that tape. That tape has been ordered. The tape from my jury trial, from my the jury trial that Tyler did from Friday, last Thursday. Wait, sorry, last Friday. So we just got that. That was from the 19th. I just downloaded that, and I'm going to be posting that, chopping it up and posting it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, we have the other jury trial, which is ordered. And that's going to be available hopefully very, very soon. I'm telling you guys, it is terrifying when you have a prosecutor who just does not give a damn about the rule of law. There is nothing more terrifying. There is nothing more terrifying than a prosecutor who doesn't care about the rule of law. And I hope you all never have to be in the position that I was in. But let me tell you, folks, let me tell you, it is not something that I would ever wish upon my worst enemy, because it was bad. It was bad. The level of stress that I endured in that jury trial was just like, I came home. I didn't sleep until like the following morning. I was up all night because I couldn't come down. It was like the hardest cup of coffee I ever drank was being in that jury trial with this prosecutor who just violated every ethics rule known to man. So it is what it is. Oh, this is that Grant Weasel, Femme Natal, has been harassing Melanie Little. Be on the lookout for him. He's either going to go to prison or someone is going to hurt him because he's incapable of keeping his mouth shut. I'm almost worried for the guy, except for he's doing it to himself. So, and he's been harassing Melanie Little, and she's cool. I like Melanie. Melanie seems like a good person. She seems like a decent streamer. She's even done some of my footage. But yeah, Grant is just this little weasel. Just look at Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. There you go. Exactly. Going back to the whole thing with Republicans and Democrats. So anyway, folks, I really hope that you enjoyed the show this Saturday today. Sorry about the video issues. I'm going to cut that out, hopefully, but in the final cut, once this video finally finishes premiering or whatever. I love all of you. There's going to be more stuff. I have another jury trial. Oh, Craig Hendry's trial is this Wednesday. Craig Hendry, we almost got it resolved, but then Craig changed his mind, and now we're moving forward. So jury trial is on Wednesday, May 1st. Hopefully we'll be posting that as well. I don't know if Craig has been giving you the update. Like I said, there's no attorney-client confidentiality because he breached it by posting about the fact that I represent him. So there is no, I don't owe him a duty of confidentiality because he breached it himself, which is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just part of life, you know. I can't breach it. He can. Once he does, then I can as well. And yeah, that's going to be fun. And then I have another jury trial after that on the 8th, and then we'll be going back to Massachusetts. So I thank you all for joining me. Thank you for coming to your favorite show on the internet, Raw Law Unfiltered, with your favorite host, the DUI Guy Plus. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow at 6, and maybe even before then. Bye, everybody.